Ever wondered how Poland, once shackled by the chains of communism, transformed into a thriving capitalist economy? Let's take a journey back in time to unravel this enigma. During the communist era, the Polish economy was a stark contrast to the robust market we see today. The economic landscape was dominated by state ownership, where industries were controlled by the government, and individual freedom was a scarce commodity. Under communism, the government dictated what and how much to produce, often leading to surpluses in some sectors and shortages in others. Prices were set by the state, not by supply and demand, resulting in a distorted economy and a lack of incentives for innovation and efficiency. This was a time of economic stagnation. Growth was sluggish, and living standards were low. The economy was plagued by inefficiencies, corruption, and a lack of competitiveness. The Polish people were yearning for change, for a system that would reward hard work, innovation, and entrepreneurship. The late 20th century brought about this desire for change. As the rest of the world was progressing, Poland found itself falling behind. The government's control over the economy had stifled growth and innovation. The Polish people knew that something had to change, and change was indeed on the horizon. The impending transformation was not just a shift in economic ideology, but a complete overhaul of the economic system. It was a transition from an economy characterized by state ownership and planning to one driven by market forces and private ownership. This was not an easy task. The transition required radical reforms and a shift in mentality. It required the Polish people to embrace a new way of life, a life where they were no longer passive recipients of state provisions, but active participants in a competitive market economy. In the face of adversity, Poland was poised to embark on a journey of economic metamorphosis. This was the beginning of a new era, an era of economic freedom, growth, and prosperity. An era where Poland would rise from the ashes of communism and emerge as a thriving capitalist economy. But this transformation was not instantaneous. It was a journey filled with challenges and triumphs, a journey that would shape the Poland we know today. The 1980s marked the beginning of Poland's economic revolution, a time of change, a time of turbulence, but most importantly, a time of hope. The decade was characterized by a series of economic reforms, laying the groundwork for the transformation of Poland from a communist state to a capitalist economy. One of the most significant movements of this period was the emergence of Solidarity, a trade union that played a pivotal role in the political landscape of Poland. Born out of workers' dissatisfaction with the existing system, Solidarity championed the cause of economic freedom, advocating for workers' rights and the introduction of capitalist principles. Solidarity's influence extended beyond the realm of economics, with its leader, Lech Walesa, rising to prominence as a symbol of resistance against the communist regime. Walesa's charismatic leadership galvanized the nation, inspiring a wave of protests that ultimately led to the fall of communism in Poland. These political changes were not just confined to the borders of Poland. They resonated on a global scale, marking a significant shift in the balance of power. The world watched in anticipation as Poland embarked on one of the most ambitious economic experiments of the 20th century. The 1980s were also marked by the introduction of a series of economic reforms aimed at decentralizing the economy and encouraging private enterprise. These reforms, although not without their challenges, were a crucial first step in Poland's transition to capitalism. The impact of these changes was profound, setting the stage for a new era of economic prosperity. Despite facing considerable opposition, the determination and resilience of the Polish people shone through, paving the way for the monumental changes that were to come. As the decade drew to a close, the foundations for Poland's economic transformation were firmly in place. The country was poised on the brink of a new era, ready to embrace the opportunities and challenges of a capitalist economy. The seeds of economic freedom were sown, and Poland was on the brink of a new era. The 1990s brought about a radical shift in Poland's economic landscape. This was a period marked by audacious reforms and daring economic transitions. In the early 90s, Poland implemented a bold strategy known as shock therapy. This strategy was a swift, comprehensive shift from a centrally planned economy to a market-oriented one. It was a drastic departure from the slow and incremental approach that other transitioning economies were taking at the time. Central to this strategy was the liberalization of prices. Overnight, the government removed price controls, allowing the forces of supply and demand to determine prices. This move was not without its challenges. In the short term, Poland experienced a surge in inflation, and many citizens found the cost of living skyrocketing. Parallel to price liberalization was the privatization of state-owned industries. This move was aimed at fostering competition and efficiency in the economy. However, the process was not smooth sailing. There was a significant amount of resistance, and the transition resulted in temporary unemployment as industries adjusted to the new market dynamics. Another critical aspect of the shock therapy was the introduction of a new currency. The zloty was redenominated, essentially resetting the economy's monetary system. This helped to stabilize the economy by curbing hyperinflation and restoring trust in the country's currency. In the face of these immediate challenges, Poland showed remarkable resilience. The government implemented social safety nets to cushion the vulnerable segments of the population from the adverse effects of the transition. In the long run, these bold reforms paid off. Poland's economy began to stabilize, and by the end of the decade, the country was recording positive economic growth. The shock therapy had set the foundation for a robust, market-oriented economy. The story of Poland's economic transition in the 1990s is one of bold choices, significant challenges, and ultimately, remarkable success. It underscores the potential of radical economic reform when implemented with foresight and resilience. With resilience and determination, Poland weathered the storm of economic upheaval. The new millennium welcomed Poland into the European family. In 2004, Poland became a member of the European Union, a momentous event that would have far-reaching implications for the nation's economy. This was not simply a matter of changing alliances. It was a transformative shift that brought about remarkable economic growth and prosperity. Poland's accession to the EU brought about an influx of foreign investment, as businesses and financial institutions from across the continent turned their gaze towards this new member state. The country became a magnet for companies seeking to tap into its burgeoning market and resourceful workforce. This wave of investment propelled the modernization of Polish industries, leading to greater productivity and competitiveness on the global stage. Yet the benefits of EU membership extended beyond the realm of business and industry. For the people of Poland, integration into the EU meant improved living standards. The average household income increased, as did life expectancy, while unemployment rates saw a significant decline. The EU's structural and cohesion funds played a key role in this development, supporting projects aimed at reducing regional disparities and promoting social inclusion. Moreover, the country's agriculture sector, a cornerstone of its economy, underwent a profound transformation. Thanks to the common agricultural policy of the EU, Polish farmers received subsidies that helped modernize their practices, improve productivity, and ensure food security. In the realm of infrastructure, EU funds contributed to the development of highways, railways, airports, and digital connectivity, thus enhancing Poland's accessibility and attractiveness for business and tourism alike. Poland's journey towards EU membership was not without its challenges. It required significant economic, legal, and institutional reforms. But the country's determination to embrace these changes, coupled with the support of its European partners, made this transition possible. Poland's membership in the EU marked a significant milestone in its journey towards economic prosperity. It was a testament to the nation's resilience, adaptability, and commitment to progress. As we move forward, the lessons learned from Poland's EU accession continue to resonate, reminding us of the potential of economic integration to foster growth, development, and unity. Today, Poland stands as a beacon of economic success. This testament to resilience and economic ingenuity is a far cry from the nation's status merely a few decades ago. The transformation from a centrally planned economy to a thriving capitalist hub has been nothing short of astonishing. Poland's gross domestic product, or GDP, is a clear indicator of this success. Since the turn of the millennium, the nation's GDP has more than doubled, marking one of the fastest rates of growth in all of Europe. This impressive economic expansion is a testament to Poland's successful transition to capitalism, and it's a trend that shows no signs of slowing down. The story of Poland's economic triumph isn't just told through its GDP growth, though. It's also reflected in the nation's remarkably low unemployment rate. In a region where joblessness is a persistent issue, Poland has managed to buck the trend. Unemployment figures have been consistently low for years, a testament to the robustness and adaptability of the Polish economy. Now let's talk sectors. The Polish economy has proven to be exceptionally diversified, with thriving industries ranging from manufacturing to information technology. The IT sector, in particular, has seen a meteoric rise, becoming a key driver of Poland's economic success. With a highly skilled workforce and a knack for innovation, Poland's IT industry is a force to be reckoned with on the global stage. But how does Poland stack up against its Eastern European neighbors? Well, it's safe to say that Poland is leading the pack. When it comes to economic growth, stability, and diversification, Poland outshines many of its regional counterparts. This is a powerful testament to the nation's successful transition to capitalism and the relentless drive of its people. From the ashes of communism, Poland has risen as a shining example of economic transformation. Its journey serves as a powerful reminder that with the right policies, ingenuity, and resilience, economic prosperity is within reach.